Lookdev is the process of developing the materials and look of an asset using shaders and textures to drive material qualities. Lookdev is not a small topic and beyond the scope of this lighting masterclass, but I will show an overview of the shaders shipped with 3D Light, Katana's node-based shading system. 3D Light ships with the DL Principled shader, as well as several co-shader to create shading networks. DL Principled is 3D Light's interpretation of Disney's principled BRDF, which tries to adhere to the principle of having intuitive settings rather than physical parameters and as few parameters as possible. Besides the base shading lobes like diffuse and specular, DL Principled can also provide a coating lobe, which is a second specular lobe you need to create, for example, car paint effects, a subsurface scatter lobe for skin shading, and incandescent layer for emissive materials. 3D Light also supports anisotropic shading effects. To learn more about this shader, look at the documentation for 3D Light, which explains each lobe and layer. To build a shader in Katana, you can either use the material node and select a shader like 3D Principled, or if you need a more complex shading network, you can build your own shading networks using Katana's network material workflow. Previously to Katana 4, you would use the network material node in conjunction with shading nodes to build your shading networks. But with the latest version of Katana, the Foundry has introduced the network material create node with a new shading node designed to help you build your networks more efficiently. Create a network material create and enter the node with Ctrl middle click. It will already have a predefined network material interface, and if you hit Tab, you can directly access the different 3D Light shading nodes. Hit Tab, type in DL Principled, and create a Principled shader. Connect it to the DL surface input if it doesn't connect automatically. Hit Tab again and type in Texture and select DL Texture. Open up Base on the Principled shader. Connect the out color of the texture node to the Principled node. This is how you build a simple shader which reads in a texture file as diffuse color in the shader. For more information on the different 3D Light shader available in Katana's shading nodes, please see the documentation.